p.m. on the dot. The garage is now open. It's your man, Mr. Lead Mechanic. I am here joining you with the rest of the mechanics. Come on in, get your coveralls, get your tool belt. Let's get this thing on the rack and get it fixed. Today, as you see, we are discussing the fact that 50 took that nice shot with him and Max B at the Let's Rap About It pod, and Maino fired right back, which tells me early. Yes, you are Charlie Funk early, but Charlie, you always in here at a you always pulling up. You B74 like the original mechanics. Y'all always in the building. I'm not even surprised anymore. It's just what you do. It's just how y'all give it up. I love it. It's part of the reason why I need to make it a point to have my ass in here on time, if not early. So salute to you. But yeah, your man 50 got a nice clapback from Maino. Got a nice clapback from Maino. Um, I wanted the hook for Maino's joint to be a little better. I wanted it to. I got the Biggie references and the which was fire. Biggie, niggas bleed just like us. I got those references, but I wanted the hook to rhyme a little more. But it's a diss record, and just as soon as I say that, I have to remember that Kendrick has upped the ante on modern day diss records because they're jams now. Not that they ever were not. Like he didn't. The man didn't reinvent the wheel, but people have different standards now based on what you've experienced, and But Mano, whatever points he lost in technical ability, he definitely made up for in accuracy and fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Promptness. This man was prompt with the slap back. Salute, salute, salute all the mechanics coming in the building. Let's get it. B74, we was just talking about you. I just talked you up. L, what's happening, man? Yeah, let's get your tool belt, get your coveralls. You already know what it is. Hit the likes, hit the shares, hit the shares, hit the subs, hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the hype button. Let's run it up. Oh, that might be nice. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the hype. Let's run it up. Something, I'll figure it out. Anyway, the garage is officially open. I see the mechanics flooding in here. 50 Papoose annihilated 50G. Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. That Pap joint was 100% spanking. I want to know from y'all, right? I want to know from y'all who thinks 50 needs help. Yesterday, I flirted with the idea of getting G Unit back together, and what that reunion would do for folks. Because Mano definitely got a hit back. I just wanted him to keep the rhyme going. When the beat dropped and switched up, I wanted him to keep that going. That was a nice little flow. Just round it out and finish the record. But then again, 50 didn't finish his record. Didn't seem like. So, maybe this is just what we get. Or maybe that's what the finished version looks like. Does he need help? Like not therapy, not therapy. Well, I mean, we could all probably use a little bit of therapy, but that's not that was funny. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, does he need help because he's getting jumped at this point? He still has the Harris's footprints all over his neck, and now like the Let's Rap About It pod, all these stuttered beefs just seem to be accumulating. You know, He started with, and people seem to be practicing the art of war. It's kind of what it feels like. Like they didn't strike back when the iron was hot. They struck back when they felt like it, with the exception of Maino. Maino had that joint in the pocket. I mean, he may tell me different, but until he does, I'm just believing he was sitting around waiting with that verse, and your man Fifth jumped right in, and Pap just had to press upload. Wasn't even that big of it. Just had to press upload. Call it a day. Knowing how 50 thinks, right? Knowing how 50 thinks, or at least witnessing his moves, not pretending to be in anybody's shoes, but we've all seen how he gives it up. There's so many possibilities when it comes to someone who doesn't just deliver one punch, who like delivers the punch and the elbow with it, like the punch elbow, like somebody who one punch is never just one punch, it's always multiple hits, right? Multiple strikes. That's the word I want to use, strikes. Somebody like Fifth could take this opportunity, could take this attention in the rap world, in the rap business, and turn it into something amazing. I.e., what if he got G Unit back together? What if it was, Game versus Jimmy, Banks versus Fab, him versus, or even Young Buck versus Jim Jones? Like, what if he just unleashed the hounds? Like, I gotta tell you, an EP from those dudes right now on some reunion type business would just go crazy. Would just go crazy. Whether you like them or not. I'm not even saying you got to be a 50 fan, but whether you like them or not, them doing that right now, that squad, depending on the speed, depending on the speed. But if we heard G Unit back together with the original core members, I'm talking about Bucks, Banks, Fifth, add on the game, of course, Yayo, add in Murder. Like, if they started moving around as a squad again right now to get behind Fifth when it came to these like beefs, the all this competition, if G Unit started like came in the door and started picking up the slack, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not even talking about no streets. I'm just on some hip hop, on some pure hip hop business. If these dudes were just to form back together, just take this opportunity to knock the door down. Like if I'm 50 and there was a way, this would be the perfect opportunity. If I got cool with the guys again, assuming we all got back together, we all like let bygones be bygones. We got in one room, sat down, had a conversation. First of all of them, all of them could benefit from a resurgence with Fifth. All of them, or including 50. It would revitalize him in the rap world in a different way. Not saying it would, not saying he needs it. Again, I got to be super careful because you say 50's name and his stands show up, and that man can do no wrong in their eyes. So I got to say everything that I mean specifically so they don't try to spin it. But every member of that crew could, if Banks wanted to squash it with 50, like whatever kind of issues they got, if he wanted to squash it with Bro, this would be the perfect opportunity. This would be the perfect opportunity. I'm kind of here for this. Like, and this is me freestyling. I have absolutely no indication that any of this is happening. None whatsoever. Please don't. Please. I got nothing. I had no inside track. I had no conversation with nobody. But I'm just saying, this would be killer. If Fifth put it all back together, this would be wild for the night. G Unit, like the original squad, back together. Ooh. You know they say the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So even if they got problems, well, all of us uniting to get it over to get it these dudes. Crew on crew, Banks going at Pap, Buck going at Fab, or vice versa. Like Game can rap, bro. Game can always rap. That you gotta whatever you don't like about him. Granted, you gotta end all of with each member of G Unit. Each member of G Unit, maybe like the original core, the original squad. Whatever you say about any of them, the sentence has to end with, but they can spit. They can spit. Pap is out for blood. Pap is out for blood. Pap is more than I think Fifth can handle on his own. Fab is more than I think Fifth can handle on his own. I'm just talking about rhyme wise. I heard no more tricks, no more lies. Like Pap and Fab are more than 50 can handle on his own lyrically. I don't see how he out bars either of those two gentlemen. I just don't see that. I just don't see that as a thing. Banks and Buck, on the other hand, and Game. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's a little different. It's a little different. I'm just curious at how this whole thing is going to shake out. Maino hit back, had that joint ready. He knew this was gonna go down. He felt it and had that locked and loaded. Just pressed upload, off to the races. Kind of a cool time to be around watching. We getting raps again. We're getting raps. We're getting raps. That's all that, guys. If you've been around me long enough, you know this is all I care about. Oh, there it is. I dead ass don't care about anything else. I don't even care how we get to the bars, as long as it's nothing like super crazy, super wild, or like we're getting raps again. All I want is for the guys who we listen to on the incline. I just want them rapping again. I just want them rapping again. Yo, hit the likes, hit the shares, hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Peace to all the mechanics in the building. The subscriber count has been growing every time I jump on this thing. You guys are letting me know through your feedback that this is what you want. Another big call today. Another big announcement in the works. Off the strength of y'all, but this is all happening. And the fly part is the fact that you guys will be in lockstep with me, and you'll be able to see this as it goes down, step by step. Every time I see B74's name pop up, I gotta remember to say. It just reminds me to say hit the likes, even if I just said it. I still feel like I gotta say hit the like, hit the sub. That's how you show your boy love. And one time for all the mechanics in the building, some place to come talk this good hip hop stuff with. Oh, just wait. Don't be. I appreciate it, but you just wait. You're happy for me now. You just wait a second. And just remember you were here first, because I ain't going to forget. Shout out to all the mechanics in the building. And just talking this good hip hop talk with folks. If I'm 50, I seriously entertain getting the squad back together. Time heals all wounds. Are you still beefing? Buck's pin is still Buck's pin. Banks pin is still Banks pin. You know better, you do better this time around. Games pin is still Games pin. Right, and those were three dudes who could all spit. Bucks, Bank, and Game all spit. Not it's not even a question. It's not even a question. They decide to piece it up and make another run in this day and age with these conditions, with 50 as a machine behind him, still doing what he does. Them AI videos will be endless. Endless. We should really I don't know. I don't know if I'm 50, I take advantage of this situation and I get the band back together. Just to see what's happening. B74, real beef is not squashable. Right. I don't think this is that. I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. Real beef is not squashable. I don't think this is that. I think if it was real beef, somebody would have got hurt. Nobody ever gets hurt. The only thing that ever gets hurt in these situations is feelings. If it's real beef, you telling me 50 don't know how to, like, are you kidding? They all know where each other is. They all know how to find each other. I'm sure, Banks can't walk out that hearing about where 50 is and vice versa. If they really want, they're phone calls away from finding out where the other one is. If it was real beef, something would already happen. And thank God it hasn't, because I'm not hoping for that. I don't want that. Excuse me. But I don't think this is real beef, which is why I think it's squashable. My pops told me a long time ago, if nobody sent somebody to jail, took somebody's life, violated somebody's kids, or violated somebody's wife, those were the only four real unforgivables. Everything else can be worked out and managed. And when you look at how heinous those four are, everything else underneath it just seems kind of, nothing under those four seem that serious. And I've seen people forgive or even just manage. I've seen people either forgive or the big four. We've all seen it. If you look close enough, we've all seen it. We've seen somebody take somebody's life and then get forgiven by the family or get forgiven by the spouse or something like that, and we couldn't believe it, but they did it. Violations and all that. We've seen it. People are capable of all kinds of forgiveness. And what I say that to say, the situations that ended G Unit as we knew it, none of them were that serious. So while I completely agree that real beef is not squashable, I have a very real sharp line about what's real beef and what isn't. And I don't think any of this is, which is why I think all of it is squashable. I think there's a possibility for all of this to be swept up, especially if you look at what's at stake, what could be gained. G Unit coming back right now with all this attention on rapping, as good as Bucks, Bank, and Game have always been when it came to the pen, bro, I would love it. I would love us getting raps of that quality again. This pitch, I don't have any, inside track on this happening. What I'm saying is, it would be amazing, opportunity wise, for each one of those guys to capitalize on what's happening right now. I didn't mean for all that to wrong. All of those guys could take advantage of the situation as we speak and really turn up the volume. Shout out to the new subscribers. Word, yes. There have been a lot of new subscribers. You guys are really pulling up. Salute to all of y'all. Feel free to make yourself known. Throw some tools in the throw some. Oh, here's a new subscriber. What up, bro? Okay. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace. Salute to all the new subscribers. Go and get your tool belt, get your coveralls. Welcome to the garage. We open up around here every night, 6 o'clock, to come talk this good hip hop stuff. It's just me. May start bringing guests on board. For right now, it's just kind of like communicating with y'all and having a 1-2. Jump down in the comment section, join y'all for the conversation that follows these talks. It's the best thing ever. Shout out to everybody from the UK. Shout out to everybody across the country. Yeah, man, I'm loving this. I'm trying to figure out what Fifth is going to do. Fifth still wants to win. He still wants to win. Y'all can give me all kind of the not y'all. People can give me all kind of excuses on why he's not rapping. People can give me all kind of cop all kind of pleas and all that good stuff. I get it. Why he won't rap? Why they don't expect raps from him? The man wants to win, right? And it's not just winning financially. If it was just winning financially, and let this be the end of this argument. Ready? Here's the checkmate. Let this be the end of the argument. If it was just about winning financially, we wouldn't hear from 50 Cent at all. There'd be absolutely no reason for him to have any conversation with any rapper, any hip hop outlet, anything to do in the hip hop space. By and large, financially, he's been winning. We wouldn't hear from him at all. Picking on the guys at the Let's Rap About It pod, picking at Clarissa, or picking at any of them, like picking at anybody. We wouldn't hear picking at T.I. We wouldn't hear this. This wouldn't even be a conversation if it was just about winning. He's already winning that way. So why do we constantly hear him picking on rappers and being in hip hop business? Because he wants a different kind of win. I think that most of the people who are all about the cash, all about bread, can't understand what drives someone who's already rich to want to keep going at shit. And you just have to accept that certain people are wired a different way. He wants a different kind of win. People who I see copping the most pleas and shooting him the most bail are people who, if they had the money he's reported to have, they would get ghost. Ha, pun intended. Shout out to Power. They would get ghost. We never hear from them again. They'd have the money, they'd be out. And we'd never hear from these folks again. Fifth ain't like that. We have to just accept that your man is your boy. He's not like that. He's not on that kind of time. He really wants a different kind of win, which keeps him going at the Harrises, the Let's Rap About It, the Papooses, Clarissa shit. He wants a different kind of win, and you just have to accept that that's how he's built. So the money ain't it. The money's not the win. The money is like almost how you keep score to an extent, but that's an entirely different world. He's got the money, so why do we still hear from him? Because he wants to win. And he wants to maintain his status and his place, and he wants to keep winning. That's the answer to that. Please don't come to me anymore with Fifth ain't got a rap. He does if he wants this win. And I'm not making the rules. Look at the man's behavior. He wants the win. And now what comes with wanting to win? Papoose aiming at his head with a fully automatic something crazy. He is Maino. Quick draw McGraw firing back with a verse that he was just waiting for old boy to walk into. This is what comes with it. This is what happens. Fabulous. Letting the clip off. Just doing his numbers and then stepping off. This is what comes with one that win. You go to the other people who are not here to lose. And we, the hip hop audience, as much as you may get caught up in in the politics and the drama and the soap opera of it, we should just be happy that we're getting bars. Because for a second, it really felt like some of the best rappers we had were doing a much better job of talking and trolling than they were rapping. Here's hoping that that trend is changing. We actually start getting some raps out of these guys. Papoose is 100% with the smoke. Maino, put that in the hook. He wants the smoke. Enough of the jokes. He wants the smoke. And I could not be happier about it. I could not be happier about it. Let's see how it goes. I'm waiting to see if there's another, but the question of the day: does Fifth need help with these beefs? Or do you guys see a way that he can handle this by himself without anybody else jumping in, including Max B? Because Max B didn't even take a shot. The only shot we really saw from him was in the video, but like, giving reestablishing his issue with Jim Jones, or at least letting Fifth do it, because that wasn't him acting, that was AI acting. So, who knows how he actually feels, but here we are now. Do you think 50 needs help in handling this beef? Or can he handle it on his own? Does he have enough Machiavellian level techniques and 50 laws of power, 48 laws of power style techniques to handle this on his own? Do you think he has a plan, or do you think he needs help? That's my main question. Ladies and gentlemen, the garage is now closing for the evening. Shout out to all the mechanics. Remember, hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the shares and no. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. There's a hype button. Give me a little piece of that, please. Shout out to all the mechanics in here. Again, rest in peace to my friend Lord Sear. Show dedicated to him still not past that. But one love to the God. One love to the God Lord Sear. Oh, before I forget, if you're over here checking for this and you're not on my Instagram, I just put up a post. We were talking about classic albums yesterday. We had all this stuff talking about classics. I did a interview with a pod called Chestnut Checkers, and I actually broke down a few keys to not determining a classic album, but for the